Hello, I am Izzy Noodles and welcome to the start of another new walkthrough. We are continuing the Jungle Ruins series here at number 4, Darkness Rising. This will not be a Nomad walkthrough as usual, there's just too many tricky situations that you can get yourself into and you will just need to use a Medpack. So the story is Lara has received word that her friend Gregory the Native is disturbed by rumours of a lizard queen who has risen from the dark swamp and is raising an army of terrifying lizard creatures. So I will continue to let this intro play and I will be back with you in a mo. A few hours earlier, so kinda Gregory looked like he blew himself up there. He's fine though, so just proceed, there's more. Okay, here we go, we can get on with this. So sometimes there is the moment of a bit of lag, but it's not too bad. The next level is the worst and the rest of it is pretty fine. So proceeding forward, just gonna hop down this ladder. And let me just come to the edge, you'll get a better look at what we're doing if I just come over here. So let me explain that we will need 4 dragon stones and they will be placed along this pillar in front of me. So there's a bunch of challenge rooms, so each one has a flame in front of them, and there's actually 8 rooms, so there's 4 stones, and we also need to raise each platform just there in order to actually get to the receptacles to place the stones. And there's, I think it's 3 levels to this room, but I often feel as though I'm actually wrong. Maybe it's 4, but they just kind of merge a little bit. It's difficult to tell. So anyway, I started on the highest level. So I failed to mention, once you've done a challenge room, the flame actually goes out. So that's pretty handy to know. First thing I'm going to do is grab the skull that is on that pedestal just there. We cannot use the ladder. So easy peasy, just come around to this side, we can hop to this slope and just grab this. Nice, and you can already see where we're going to be using it. So I'll not do that quite yet, I'll go into this next room that's just here. And I'm going to rush on in because there is a turret. I'm going to rush on to the right hand side. So you don't technically need these particular items just yet, but you may as well while you are here. It can save a bit of backtracking. So I picked up a shotgun and a lizard stone. And now just rush on out again. Okay, so now we have them. We can go ahead and place the skull, and that opens up this gate. So yeah, we are actually not done in that room with the turret, by the way. We'll be coming back later. So ideally, it's a good idea to save before each challenge room. You know, just in case. So hop over the death water there, the water will kill you. And we have some new moves in this game, so you can press the jump button to vault on up to the next level. And here we can use the crouch. You'll need to crouch to get into the gap. Drop down again to the lowest ledge. Another new move, we can press the down button to jump across to the other side. Now crouch again to climb into the gap. So I do quite like these sequences. Okay, so we've got some water below us, so do not let go. It's not the good kind of water. And then just press the down button to get to here. So here you can actually, you've got a shortcut. You can jump to the slope above and then to the ledge right above me, but you'll miss these items ahead. So let me just go and do it the long way to grab these items. So jump the slopes. You don't want to fall in. And we have the herbs again. The herbs are back. So the one with the red flowers here, this is the large Medpack. And it's the small Medpacks that look like the little shamrock kind of things. They're very difficult to spot. Especially, they get hidden in the grass a lot, so check the grass. Okay, so you saw me just jump straight up to the highest level. Now we're going to wait for the flame. Okay, and just wait in this corner. We're going to wait again, and I'm going to hop back. So watch out for the tiny jet on the ground. Watch the base of this flame, because that can still get you. So hop back, and I need to get over this in front of me. This is actually a slope, so you can't just jump over to it. We need to do a diagonal jump to have a bit of distance there, because otherwise you will just jump straight on over and overshoot. So now again, straight on up. There we go, and vault up to here. And we have some more flame emitters. So this one's pretty easy. Just jump to the corner. You'll be safe in the corner. Wait for the flame, and I'll hop forward to the other edge. So just watch that base. So same again, I'm going to jump on over. Easy peasy, and then jump to here. So now this tile I'm on is sloped. You want to be at this back wall because it's slightly higher, and then you can grab the monkey bars. So just make your way all the way across, but do bear in mind you don't want to go all the way to the far end to the point where she lets go, because she'll actually miss the ledge you want to drop onto and she'll just plummet down to her death. So bear in mind when you are on the last tile space, just let go. Do not let her just drop down at the very end. Okay, and we're at the end, so just do a running jump. You kind of think you're going to plummet downwards, but you're fine. You'll land here safely, and we can turn this wheel. Okay, that is one room in the bag. Okay, so just hop to here. This is a tiny corner edge, so do be careful. And then you can do a standing jump with a curve to here, and this was our starting point. We started right here. So remaining on this highest level, come over to here, to here. I'm gonna hop to these flares that are sitting just here. Ooh, that was close. I nearly went off to the left hand side. Okay, so now I'm gonna open up this gate. So continuing around, we can go to the wheel that is in the corner. Okay, and just head back around. So you actually can just use this slope that's here, so careful not to actually just slide all the way off. I've done it before. Let's have another save. Okay, and there is a lizard. So these particular lizards, you might assume, spit poison, but they don't in this game. Like, not at all. So that is pretty helpful that they don't do that. So So I'm just hopping backwards and forwards between the slopes here. Oh, come on. I keep jumping. Hey, don't push me outside. Okay, there we go. That took a while. It's actually taken quite a few chunks out of me before in the past because I've hit a wrong slope and then I'm just in the wrong position. But it's fine. We'll be using plenty of Medpacks anyway. Okay, so once that is dealt with, you can hop up over to here. And then the reason I kept over by the slopes is because we've got a big chasm. So to get over the chasm, just do a running jump to this gap. Okay. Heading to here, be careful of any slopes. And here we're just going to jump to the slope ahead and then veer off and jump over to the Dragonstone. Nice.
Aha.
Okay, we do have some eerie music that suggests something's gonna happen. It does not happen. Don't panic. Okay, and this is the small Medpack. So these can be very difficult to spot. Okay, so getting back across the pit, we'll need to jump around this corner and grab the sloped edge. Okay, when you are ready. Not too tricky, but it's just a good idea to save anyway. Okay, watch the gap coming back around. I'll come to the right hand side again. And here we've got a bit of a leap of faith. Straight ahead of me is a slope, so I want to hit the slope and slide a little bit and then jump off. So that one can be tricky. So I'm heading straight around to the corner. There are some plants that's hiding an open doorway. So just here we can come on in. So turn around and grab the ladder. Okay, and if we come around the corner, we'll see a boulder. So it's not this first tile that triggers it, but the second one. Okay. And then just watch your step. There's a long drop. Just jump over the gap. And there's this next wheel. So that's opened the next gate, so we'll head straight there. So just backtrack the way you came. That was close. Ooh, I'm nowhere near the ladder. There we go. Okay, and just past the plants, we can actually just slide down and grab that edge. That was also another very close call, but it's fine, because you'll not take damage as you hit that slope edge there. And here is the door we just opened. Best to have another save, just in case. So the flame here, that will go out, and we'll spawn another lizard from that spot. Okay, so deal with that. There is a large Medpack in the corner. And this room is actually relatively easy. So we have this pushable statue here, which we want to move onto that odd tile over there. So to raise up this first platform, just shimmy around the statue. And you'll see this edge, so just drop down, climb on in. There we go, and then turn the wheel. Okay, that has now been raised. So jump back on up. The second platform is not yet raised, but that is fine. We'll move this anyway. Okay, now jump over in order to pull the statue. And it's this that's the trigger tile for that second platform. So now just pull it all the way over to the corner. Nice. Right, moving on to the next room. Okay, so heading straight on across to the far corner. Do be careful, just here there is a gap left and right, and we're heading into this little gap just here. So at any point, if you happen to fall into the water, this is how you get out. But for now, there's only one thing I'm just going to quickly do before coming back again. And that is just turn this wheel. So there is still plenty to do down here, but this is all I'm doing just for now. Okay, that's, whoopsie daisy, that's opened the next door. So if I actually passed, you see I'm on a spike trap, if I passed the tile space, this trap would be active. I haven't quite passed it, so I am safe. Okay, heading straight back on up. Okay, this is the room that has opened. So we do get some music. It often scares me, I just don't expect it. Okay, so grab these flares and hop on up to this flame. The flame will go out straight away and also spawns this lizard. So as long as you don't move off this tile, neither does the lizard. So you are free to just go ahead, give him a lead sandwich. Cool beans, easy peasy. Now this is another awesome room that I like. We're literally just climbing on up. I quite like these climbing sequences. So hit the slope and here and next. Heading to here, it looks like you can do a standing jump, but you cannot. You'll have to do a running jump. Although sometimes I forget if there's another ledge to vault up to. I'm just old, I'm forgetful. Okay, so now we've got a few slopes, so prepare to jump off them. Okay. We have another small medpack, healing herb. And now we're gonna just head over to this gap in the ledge, which is pretty tricky to spot. So you'll turn around from the spot where you climbed up from, and then just do a standing jump. There we go, it's a tough jump. Okay, not one to vault up to, so just hop on back, climb on up the slope, jump and grab the ledge, up again, and then hop behind. So sometimes it is a bit of a leap of faith. Another room in the bag. So just leave, easy peasy, just drop on down and you'll land straight in the water. You'll probably kneecap yourself in the process. You certainly would in real life, considering the way she just went down. Okay, and now, down we go into the water. So we're gonna do stuff down here now. So there is this room, this opening here. There is currently a closed hatch there. I could do something about that right now, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to swim all the way to the far end. And I can climb out just here. So you just saw a doorway behind me. That's the one I'm doing next. I just need to open it up. So these jumps are pretty obvious. It's just when you figure out where to climb out, then you can see the jumps you need to make afterwards. You just gotta find a space to climb out first. Okay, killed the bat. There are various bats on the higher levels, but I don't always trigger them. It just depends where exactly you stand. Mostly I can just ignore them all. Okay, and it is open. Okay, so to get there, you'll just need to climb up here and take note of this passage here as well. So I'll be coming to the here after this room. Cool beans, in we come. The gate will actually close behind you. So this room is actually really easy. You can be here for ages trying to figure it out, but once you realize there is a torch in these plants, you can do this in 30 seconds. So just light the torch, and then you just need to light the 2 skulls that are in the room. And careful where you stand as well, because you don't want to get squashed. Cool beans, we do not need the torch anymore. And now, here is our dragonstone. Awesome stuff, all done, let's go. So the door is still closed, but it will open as you approach. Okay, let me ready my shotgun. And now, as I've mentioned, whoops, I'll be trying to head into here. So climb on out. The reason I chose the shotgun this time is because we'll have 3 lizards. Oh, wasted shot. Oh well. Probably another one. Out of ammo. Nice. So, now they're dealt with, we're going to be moving the cage that's over in that far corner. You can just see it in the little cubby. We're going to move it over to here so we can reach the high ledge. So just grab these. We've got some flares and another large med pack, a healing plant. And now let's go and move. that block. The floor's a little uneven in places, so you end up zigzagging a little bit. Okay, so it doesn't need to be all the way up to the wall, so you can easily just hop on in and then pull this lever, and that will open this gate just here. Actually, no, it won't. My bad, I forgot. It doesn't open the gate. It raises these columns so that we can make our way up to the wheel up there, and then that is what opens the gates. I promise you this time, that's the one that opens the gates. So you can see there's some spikes as well. We don't need to get rid of them. They disappear automatically. I assume that they are just there to stop you doing the corner bug, to, you know, cheat your way up there. You see they're gone now. That is my assumption anyway. Okay, the door is open. And then to quickly get down, just run from the corner and you'll land on the block. And come on in. So this part of the game is actually pretty annoying. We've got a push block puzzle, which is fun. To be fair, it's a good puzzle. But when you want to play Tomb Raider, this is not the thing you want in a Tomb Raider game. So I do recommend that you have a save straight away, in case you end up making a mistake or just want to try again. At least you have a save from the beginning. Okay, so we have a big push block puzzle, and you see the wheel on the very yes, left hand side of the screen. That is our end goal. So, firstly, these two statues here can be moved onto these tiles. They correspond to these doors. I'm firstly going to push them both to the left. So a lot of this is just trying to get these statues in the passages out of the way. So it is pretty darn long-winded. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do, these three statues that are over in this area, I'm just gonna push these all into the corner out of the way. And I will just speed up a lot of this. You can see what I'm doing. There's not much to actually explain. Come around and shove this one out of the way. That allows me to go around here, and then I can shove the other one. Next, I'm going to come back to these in this main room. So I'm going to push this lower one. This is the more northern one, if you want to look at the compass. I'm going to push it onto the other tile. Now I'm going to work on getting these out of the passageway. I'm going to pull this one out into the main room, but you can't move them too much because the ground is uneven. I'm going to have to go around and do some extra work. Now, if you can't be bothered with all of these shenanigans in this puzzle, you can actually just go ahead and jump around the statues. I'll do that sometimes, as you can see right now, just to save going back around, just to literally move this to one side. Okay, usually I pull this one out into the main room, but I've been wondering, like, is there any point? So this time I'm literally just gonna leave it right here in the passage. But now I have room to go past there. I can go all the way around. And now I actually need to go back to the main room to deal with that again. Okay, so from here, I need to push the more northern statue, which is this lower one, onto the other tile. Now let me see. Ah, yes, now I see the reason. The reason I usually pull this other statue into the main room, because now that's closed off. I need to... Wait. Now I'm just confusing myself. That was the door that closed, right? I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing now. Yeah, that's fine. Why was I getting myself confused? Right, continuing. Pretend I didn't walk away. So that left-hand door that's right above the screen, that's obsolete now. Doesn't matter. We've opened this door. I just need to pull this into the main room out of the way. Okay. Now, pulling this more southern statue, this higher one, onto the other tile. Now this door is open, so let's go around this way and deal with these two statues. The main goal is to get behind this one that's just blocking the corridor. Okay, and then I can push this out into the main room. Okay, and then this next one I'm gonna pull back to where it was, and then I can just move it out of the way into this passage. And now that is it. We can go and pull or turn the wheel. There we go. Wasn't that some unnecessary hassle? Right, now let's get out of here. Oh, you missed. And yeah, you're going to want to save just because you don't want to have an accident and end up doing all of that all over again. Okay. So now heading on into the water, we're going to start climbing up to a higher level. So just watch the spikes. Whoops, I nearly went to do a swan dive. I nudged the button. Okay, so from here I'm next going to pull, or turn the wheel that's over there. So I do need to get up to the level above it to be able to drop down to there. So we're heading on up to the higher level. So just climb this ladder. This is next to where the skull was. That's the wrong way. We need to jump over to here. And jump over this tricky slope again just over here. That was close. And we're looking for this tree that's overhanging. So once you find this, it's a good landmark to see where you're heading to next. So we need to come this way. And just be careful of the slopes. You need to do a running jump over them. And then just drop down here. And here we go. That has opened the next door. So back around. This is actually, that's the ladder in that gap from where you exit the water, just so you can get your bearings. Okay, drop down. And the gate that I just opened by turning that wheel is just here. So this bit can be a bit tricky. You need to time your way past the flame, so just keep jumping. When you see the flame go out, you immediately need to drop to the tile that's just below me. You have to be so quick. Okay. And I kind of started jumping again. You don't necessarily need to. You can just keep side jumping because there is another breakaway tile instead of just jumping from slope to slope. So that can be tough. You just gotta look at the light to see when the flame is gone, but you gotta be quick. Okay, and here we have not one, but two boulders, so just activate them both. Okay. Got some shotgun shells. Continue along. At the very end there'll be a small medpack. Okay, and we can see the next dragon stone. Yeah, so just mind that boulder in the process. Okay, all done. And out we come. We are back in the water. So now I'm going to use the lizard stone. I bet you forgot that I had it, so we picked up that at the very beginning. So come around to the back of this structure. And this is where I'm going to use it. Okay, so that opens the hatch that's inside this section. So right now I have 3 dragon stones. I can't get the 4th until I've come to pick up this item that's in here. Okay, so mind the flame, come to one side, and there is this. What is this? It's hard to tell, but this is an item we can pick up. Just grab it, put it in your backpack. There we go. This is called Invinsibility. Now, with this in our possession, the turret will not shoot you. So that's how we're getting past that turret. That's how we can go and get that last dragon stone. So from here we just need to climb straight back on up to the top. Actually, I said the top, it's not the highest level. So here we go, in we come, and the turret will not be shooting at us. If you actually approach the turret, it will actually set you on fire if you don't have the invincibility. But now we can climb this ladder that's right here. And at the top is a large medpack, plus the 4th dragonstone. So now we have all 4. I actually wanted to be able to grab that, but oh well. Okay, so now I have 4 dragonstones, but before I place them, I'm gonna go grab a secret. So we need to be on the highest level. So there's actually just 1 secret per level of the game. Okay, I'll need to drop down to that ledge over there. So, it's difficult to see slopes, so take it nice and slow. Okay. And I'm going to jump to this rocky slope over here, but I'll need to turn in the air so I slide backwards. I will also need to use a medpack. I'm wondering if just half a medpack will do, because I took quite a bit of damage by mistake. I think I should be fine. Let's have a save anyway. Okay, running jump with a turn in the air. Grab this. Well, actually, you won't grab. You can't grab that edge. This is fine. I'm still alive. And here's our secret. So just hop the gaps, because this water will kill you. That, what you doing? And there will be a bat somewhere. There we go. Okay, so now we have the dragons. Well, now we've done all of that. We've done what we need to do. The last thing to do is to place the dragon stones. So I need to go again back up to the highest level. Okay, so come round to this far side. There is this section that's jutting out away from that ledge. And this is how we are going to reach this column. So once you place the stones, the doors across the way with the faces on, they will open. There we go. So just go ahead and place the stones. And from here you'll need to do a half tile running jump. There's no room really to do the full running jump, or the walking jump as some people call it. Okay, that's all 4, so I just need to go around and over to the doors. There are some bats. I do hope I can ignore them. I have very little health. And come on in and the level will end. Cool beans. So, thank you for joining me for part 1 of the next Jungle Ruins game. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Take it easy.